There we are. Just trying to get the camera adjusted. I'm gonna move this behind me for now. Kind of show you what I'm doing. Just to add some controllers and guns to this. What's up, Loose Cannon? Happy Thursday. Just gotta add some controllers and guns to this game box and get it ready to get shipped out. So grab some controllers and guns. Well, you didn't. Welcome everybody to the stream. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them the best that I can. Just getting this game box ready to get shipped out. Just had to add some controllers and guns to it. Should be pretty much ready. I already quality checked it for the most part. So that's what I'll be doing for now on this. And then possibly I'll probably be getting on a machine and probably starting sanding it and doing artwork here. Yeah, we've had this Raiders one sitting around for a while. I believe it was a customer's, and then something might have something happened to that customer, and then we just put it up for sale. And I believe somebody just recently bought it not too long ago. So just getting it ready to get shipped out. No problem solved with Eric. We steered away from the 1 terabytes, just because we were running out of room. So that's why we pretty much everything has 2 terabyte boot drive now. So if people need to add games and do things like that, there's space to do that on there for them. No, standard guns that we have here and the Gun for IR guns that we have in stock here do not come with foot pedals. I believe those are a special, different kind of gun. I would imagine you'd be able to order something like that from Ray, from RPEG Electronics. But yeah, we do not have the foot pedals for our guns. So the Gun for IR is going to have a little bit better aim, or not aim, I should say, a little bit better response, because 4 sensors get put around the TV, one on the top, bottom, one on each side. And I know the sensor's a little bit more high powered than just our standard ones. Standard just gets this like light bar that we have up here, or if you've seen in the past streams on the Megacades, like this one on the Megacade is just right up at the top here. I can show you. So up there, you can see the LEDs lit up there. Gun for IR is a little bit more expensive. But you'll get a little bit more better response with the Gun for IR. Gun for IR too, with the guns, you could get a little bit closer to the screen versus the standard. Yeah, I don't know if the Gun for IR guns that we have in stock have the rumble feature on them. I know most of them that we do get that come in do have that rumble in them, with the ones that don't have recoil or anything. Yeah, so you guys can check Ray, I believe, RPEG Electronics. If I'm pronouncing that right, I believe it's RPEG Electronics. If you go to his website, he has all kinds of different guns and things on there. $17.98. I believe. Let me check. I can check. 1 second. No, I haven't heard of any similar requests like that. But I mean, like I said, we do everything custom and to what the customer likes. So we're willing to work with the customer and build the best machine for the customer. We're all about customization and doing things that you guys like or want or need. And we always are into trying new things, trying different things too as well. $17.98. I believe it's probably sitting like, I don't know if you guys can see, it's probably sitting like back here, like ready. So it's probably a couple machines back, but let me just check quick here. $17.98. So it's the Black Panther. $17.98. So $17.98 or $17.97? $17.98, right? $17.98. So that one might be getting painted yet. So $17.98 is just in the paint booth getting finished painted up. So if you kind of look, I mean, we got this line here, and then eventually, probably in the next, I would say, month or so, yours will probably be out and getting finished here. Month or two, I would just say. I believe the games that have the DLC, they should already be added. Those games that have the DLC on them. It should already just be added in the game, and you should just be able to play the DLC and things like that, if that's what you're asking. For that question, what's the difference between NES wheel and hacked NES wheel? So just hacked NES, obviously you're going to get kind of like games that obviously people have made and things like that, which is pretty interesting. Some of the hacked games in there. Obviously, just a regular NES wheel, you're just going to get the regular games. But yeah, the hack stuff, you're going to get kind of all different kind of weird stuff added into the games and things like that. I can show you a sneak peek if you guys want of the, it's not painted or anything yet. So it's just, you guys, the Mega Kit XL just got built, is going to be getting painted. The plan is hopefully in the next month, hopefully that'll be finished and up and running. But I'll kind of show you, it's back in here. See, all these machines are waiting to get painted. But yeah, it's right here. So this is the Mega Kit XL. It's kind of really hard to tell how much bigger it is. It is going to be a 3-piece. We are doing a neon ring in there. It is going to have an active marquee. So yeah, this one will be a 3-piece. I believe we don't need to make it a 3-piece. But we just did for this one. So there you have it. There's kind of the sneak peek of it. I believe it's like 4 inches wider than our standard Megacade. Hey, no problem, Luke. Yeah, kind of give you a little bit of preview of it. Like I said, hopefully in the next month we'll have that one up and done and running and ready to get purchased.
For any sneak peeks, you have to visit the shop personally and give Steve $20. That's the only way to go.
The steering wheels, you guys, are pretty much just plug and play. So when you get the steering wheels, like I was saying, they're pretty much plug and play, you guys, for the most part. You just plug them in and you'll be able to play like a lot of the newer, I shouldn't say, like the older arcade classic games, you're going to have to go in and like program that stuff for that to work. But like I know any of the newer like Need for Speeds and PC games and things like that use the racing or use like a standard controller or the racing games, I should say, they're pretty much just plug and play. I plugged it in and it worked just fine here for a lot of the newer Need for Speed games. But like I was saying, arcade classics, you'll have to go in and program things. I don't, but there we should have.
Oh.
It has suction cups to it. So I think for the most part, like you can just suction cup it to this. It does, I believe, have clamps on it too, where you can clamp it down. If you just give me a minute, I'll go grab one and I'll open it up and just show you guys what it looks like if Brian, if you're looking. But yeah, I mean, they pretty much just have suction cups on them, and you can slap it here, or they do have the clamps, or you can clamp it too. I know people do. And then it just typically just plugs in to the front USBs, like where your guns and things would go.
There's only one possible.
So give me 1 second, you guys. Let me just do these guns quick, and I'll go get a steering wheel and show you what they look like. If for everybody that's kind of curious as to what they look like and how they can sit on your Megacade or Game Box or pedestal.
These are pretty.
So I'm gonna go grab a steering wheel quick. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes here, you guys. I'll be right back. No problem. I think Ali, is that your name? I think. Sorry if I botched it. But this is the steering wheel that we use here. I think it's PXN Racing Wheel Pro. You guys can kind of see that there. So I'm not gonna hook all this up, you guys. I'll just kind of show you what it looks like for everybody that's kind of wondering. So yeah, this is what the steering wheel looks like. You guys can see that. Has suction cups on the bottom. So like I was saying, some people just suction cup it like just like this. You can typically do. That's I know some people do this. If you guys can see that.
Yeah, they can see it.
They can see it. So yeah, you guys can kind of see it. Kind of show you the like side view. Just kind of sticks up on there.
Yeah.
I know some people will do that. Obviously, some people make like little stands and things like that for it. But there is that. I mean, they do have, I believe, a clamping system for it as well. Yeah, here's like a clamp.
Yeah, they typically give you the tools that you need for whatever setup you got.
So yeah, like here's like the clamp too. So they do have like a clamping system as well. This all gets clamped in. Imagine this obviously comes out, and then this all gets clamped down. So I can kind of see here how that gets clamped. I know most people just suction cup the thing down, to be honest with you. Let me just look quick, because I'm not familiar or how to clamp it. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the clamp goes like this, you guys. So the clamp is showing, like some people, like if you have like more of an overhang, like off your panel. I'll kind of maybe show you on the Megacade here. So I'll kind of show you on the Megacade, try to give you kind of a side view. But it's showing like basically, like if you had more of an overhang or you're like worried if this is sitting, like it gets clamped down like this. It holds all that down. Like if you had more of an overhang or things like that. But like I said, most people I believe just suction cup this down. Just like that, and then well, loose cannon, I mean, you can always send in your panel if you wanted to get a spinner added. You got to do a little bit of surgery, obviously, to drill a hole and things like that to get that in. But, I mean, that's always something that you could always send in your panel or whatever to us, and we can always add a spinner to it. And then here's the pedals, you guys. So then they're just like foot pedals. And then you just put this down, and then this just gets hooked up to this. Just to kind of show you guys, I'm not going to go through and hook everything up. I just kind of wanted to show everybody that's curious about the racing wheel and pedals, because I know that's kind of a big question that comes through a lot. On the RGB, is that what you're talking about? I imagine the sticks. Yeah. So those are RGB joysticks. Those are just our RGB joysticks with the RGB ball top to it. Kind of show you here. Right now, it's just in like the animation phase. Yeah. So that one's a full RGB panel with RGB joysticks. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and these are the pedals, you guys, like I was saying. And then this just gets hooked up to the wheel. No, that's, yeah, typically if you get the RGB sticks, they're the ball tops. If you go full RGB. Thanks, sir. And then, yeah, David kind of answered your question there too, as far as adding the spinner. Yeah, it's not impossible. Like he was saying, pretty much just drill a hole. What you want to make sure is you go down. I wouldn't go up, because if you go up, you're going to get a lot of dust and things in your panel. But I mean, you can always undo screws too on your panel and kind of blow it out with an air hose as well. But yeah, I would recommend, like, if you're gonna drill down, you can certainly add a spinner. Yeah, so if you guys seen the flight stick that's on this Megacade, that is our smaller one. So that is our smaller flight stick. This is the smaller one. Obviously, you have the big one, which is the big Tron stick, and then we do have just like the regular lighted blue Tron sticks, but that only has the one trigger button on it. This has got two, so you can still shoot your guns and launch missiles with that. I know the lighted, like I said, the lighted Tron has just got the one trigger on it. Kind of going back and forth here, you guys, but kind of go back up on me here so you can see what I'm doing. Now it's a matter of trying to figure out how all this goes back together into the box. But there you guys go. That's the steering wheel. I know I'm still gonna get there, get to a tutorial on it, you guys, and show you how it all plugs into and how to get in and do some settings and things like that with it. I know that we're still working on doing tutorial videos and getting more stuff out to you guys, more videos and things for you, for everybody. Here. I'm just gonna set this aside for now. I'll put that back together later.
I'm back. Mr. Streaming?
Yeah. I believe they're just, we get them from Ultimark, I believe, our small Tron sticks and things like that. I believe that's where we get them from. It's just the Ultimark website is where we get our Tron sticks from.
Oh God, yeah, I wasn't anything warm. Our time schedule hasn't lined up too well. Forgot about yesterday. We did go to the gym together, actually. Yeah, 20 minutes. Good shot. I realized what was going on behind me. I'm like, ooh. I love that you're just like, you're burning yourself. Like, no, I don't want to do that. No, I thought that I was burning myself, but I actually almost supported behind me. Oh, yeah. I'll walk crap on me all day. Funny. I guess I was cool enough to call. No, I just said that. I didn't know. No, I wasn't 100% sure either, so I didn't know. I had soup anyway. I ate burgers first. No, I'm having burgers tonight or a burger goulash type deal. But I.
I'm just gonna calibrate these guns, and then I'm just gonna go in and make sure everything in the programming is good. Run through a couple games, and then this game box is done and ready to go and get shipped out.
I'm gonna take a lunch then. See what time is it? I didn't even check how fast that was. 12:38. Been here for 3 minutes, so. So we always travel on an hour, so. Go on the cloud. What is this? Damn it! We're red. Full stick. Full stick. Some of them were sticks, some of them were the wire. It's like lift it up and kind of like squeeze it and it flashes. You could have wired.
I mean, if you're looking to add that, I believe that that's something that we could probably add, but typically it just comes with HDMI. I mean, for the game boxes and pedestals, usually it just comes with the HDMI port in the back. I mean, I'm sure they probably make, I mean, you could add another HDMI port in the back, and then you could just add an adapter, probably, I'm assuming, to that HDMI to hook up the other style, old style of the audio and video. So basically, just add it. We could just add, if you're looking to do that, we could just add, like I said, another HDMI in the back. But yeah, typically it just comes with the one in the back for the most part. Some people will get extra ones added in the back if they ever are going to add maybe like an active marquee. I mean, those are always things too. That if you're pretty handy, you can always add another HDMI. But if you're ordering a newer machine from us, that's certainly something we can add.
Yeah. That's just.
Okay, this one I already did everything. I'm just going to do a restart quick, let it restart. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and test a few games, make sure the controllers are working and a couple of the emulators here. Make sure the guns are working. And this one's ready to get shipped out too as well. Yeah, I mean, typically if people get spinners or Tron sticks or anything like that, we'll go in and program for those certain games. I know like discs of Tron is like one, Afterburner, Arkanoid is one with the spinner. So I know things like that, like we'll actually go in the arcade classics and make sure those things are working and set up for those games. Our system is plug and play for the most part, you guys, but there is going to be some setup in the older games, like the arcade classics and things like that. If you get the Xbox controllers from us, all the Xbox controllers should already work in those emulators. Obviously, we can't go through every 50,000 games and set everything up. But for the most part, everything should be ready to go. Guns, if you get guns from us, those already should be done and programmed and ready too as well. But like I was saying, in the arcade classics, there's probably going to be some games that maybe some things aren't set up, and you'll have to go in and do that. And we have tons of tutorial videos on our YouTube channel on how to get into MAME and do the input settings and things like that. And for some of the games, you guys, if you're in customer requests, just to let you know, because we are coming out with another expansion, is if you click on a game and it says that the file path isn't located, that means that that game is going to be on our next expansion. We just have the images file and everything loaded up, so when you guys get the next expansion, it's ready to go. So if you go in here, and I'll just pick a game quick. I believe, trying to think of one that's not on here. So for instance, if I go to load like Hogwarts Legacy, it's going to say this: the file you specified for the application path was not found. So if you're in customer requests and you click on a game and you get that, that's, like I said, that's going to be on the next expansion. Yeah, I'm not sure if David's going to put together a list of the new games that's going to be on expansion B or not. That's something I can reach out to him and talk about. Seeing if, I don't know if we could get possibly a list together. I'm just going to go back into the gun games, make sure these guns are just working quick. So I don't know what your tattoo assassins, Rob the Pony, I don't know what you're looking for tattoo assassins. Just if you're looking to figure out how to input controls or input settings. So I go to Arcade Classics. So tattoo assassins. I don't know. What are you looking for in tattoo assassins? Is my question.
Oh, well.
Everything seems to be working fine for me here, so I don't know what you're looking to do. Like I said. Yeah, if you give me 1 second, I'll go get a push pull spinner for you guys. So Tattoo Assassins looks like it's working perfectly fine. But if you're looking to go in and change any settings, it's going to be your shift or your player 1 that you'll hold down, and then player 1 joystick to the right. And then that's going to bring in this menu that I have up right now. And if you just go into input this machine, that's just for this game. And you can go in here and you can change your controls or your buttons to whatever you like. So you can get in here and change any of this to your liking, just to show you. But everything that I'm looking at right now, everything looks to be all set up and ready to go in Tattoo Assassins. Yeah, we do have some very unique games in here. Yeah, we have 50,000 plus. So yeah, there's all kinds of different unique games. It's always kind of fun just to scroll down and see what kind of games are on here. I always find something new and unique. Sometimes I'm pretty amazed at what games are on here.
Yeah. It's always a surprise to find certain ones.
All right. I'll go get a push pull spinner though. Forget who was asking, Joe. Just give me 1 second and I'll go get a push pull spinner. I'll just let this kind of cycle through the games for everyone.
Please try again.
You know, the wing itself look good. Still, yeah.
Please try again.
The idea is I had to make it to that. Like I had to make it to that situation. I also full take every single action, so I hate having to put all of it in there. He's doing what I hate.
Please try again.
Thinking about fixing your arcade.
Please try
You got
again.
any salt in here? In this entire house? You got salt? I have salt. So are you, I don't care that it's salty, I want food with salt. Yeah, I want salt for my food.
So
No.
there's our push pull spinner.
You guys actually have salt in
Please
that
try
And push pull spinner is for a few games I know, in correlation with like the Tron stick. I believe like Zawackery, I know for sure is one that uses the Tron and the push pull. Basically what the push pull does is it's adds like 2 button inputs to it. So if you pull up, it'll add a button input. If you push down, it'll add an input to it. It looks a little bit different than our standard.
Now we understand.
So our standard has like a weight on the bottom. This doesn't have a weight on it. If you guys can see, I'll just show you. So this is pretty much what it looks like. And this just obviously unscrews. This just unscrews from here. That sits in the panel. This gets screwed up tight. And then obviously like your plugins and things there. And then the top. Trying to do this here. Bear with me. And then the top. This is just obviously can go and sit down. And then that's like your spinner top. If you guys can see that, if I did all right there with the camera. Yep. So yeah. So if you can see, if I can like push down on this, and then like pull up. So like I can pull up and push down, and those add, like I said, 2 inputs. I know they're for like a few games. Like I was saying, I know like Zawackery is one. Don't know if Discs of Tron has an up down to it. But they'll act obviously like a standard spinner too for games like Arkanoid and things like that. I just know it adds like that, like I was saying again, those couple of added buttons. So there's the push pull. All right, so I'm just gonna finish up doing a couple things with the controllers, Xbox controllers. I have them synced up here. I'm just gonna go in a couple emulators, make sure they're working. Got about 5 minutes left on the stream too for everyone that's in here right now. Get in your last questions. We do our sale currently. Our spring sale is going to be ending this month. So if you're looking to purchase, now would be the time before the sale ends. You were good for 10. A sale on our pre-built and things like that, you guys. It's all on our website. If you go in there, we do have things like separated from Megacades, pedestals, game boxes. So go and check out our website and look around.
I could stand there, but you noticing me caught on or
I have eyes in the back of my head.
I got some things like if I remember, because I think we're gonna jump back to like a regular story instead of like the Golden Age story for a minute. I don't know when or where.
So I pretty much just go in, test, make sure they're working. All these emulators are pre-set up for the newest Xbox controllers. If you guys do just get the transmitter and you have older Xbox controllers, you might have to go into the emulator and go in and program your buttons. inputs for that. And we do have tutorials on our YouTube channel as well.
It's about 100 chapters. Each volume has about 3-4 chapters in it, and about 16. Probably the chapter. If I remember correctly, it's about 100 chapters. So I'm at least 20 deep. I'm buying leatherback hardcover editions of Berserk. You know what? Yeah, I still have 12 more. Here, I didn't like full black leather, red ram, Berserk Red Cross. I've seen them before. Funny, funny. That is a commitment to money, especially getting all. I am doing one every paycheck. It's my goal, unless something everything else happens. Which is also going to go. Wow, am I having to eat well? Because the 10 pounds in 2 weeks is actually kind of a little scary. You lost the 10. According to the weight there, and then I checked with the gym over there, and I'm like, I need you to fix your health habits. Well, it's not like fix them, it's I don't have the money to buy what I normally eat. So it's helping. Yeah, I'm doing less count. I'm not doing any of the fancy. Poverty helps you lose weight. Amen.
No, for PlayStation emulator, I mean, typically with the newer stuff, any newer PC games, anything that used analog or needs analog controls, you're going to need your Xbox controller to run that because you need the dual analog. It's kind of hard to play with 2 joysticks, obviously for things and games like that. Some games you might be able to just do the 1 joystick and inputs. I mean, you can certainly go into the emulator and input the controls, but as of right now, however, we have everything programmed to set up for Xbox controllers for those.
I'm waiting on it.
Anything that uses RetroArch, anything that uses RetroArch, like Super Nintendo right now, that can be run off Control Panel or your Xbox controller. But anything that needed dual analog, like I was saying again, typically you need Xbox controller.
It's not great. It's not a great one. Yeah.
1 or 2. Curious why that isn't.
That's what I'm confused.
It's a Mark 1 then.
It might be a Mark 1. It might be a Mark 1.
That's why everyone has those. I didn't know anything. Like, Jacob and Mark have a relatively similar style. They just kind of flash it,
Might just have to controller quick. For some reason, they're not coming up as 1 and 2.
I have my accumulated style.
I'm just going to remove these and resync them.
Playing Magic.
I'm going to resync these quick.
Oh man, I just became the worst player there. I became one of the worst people. Next left that guy. You are the worst player. I had an idea. Why are you running all your time out? It's gonna take like 5 minutes. All right.
Let me know if you have any last questions. I'll be ending the stream here quick. A couple minutes. I'll just finish this off quick. Alright. Now it should be good. Super Nintendo quick one more time.
I'm just saying, you can make any motion plus any button and.
Screen just give me 1 minute, Dylan, and I can kind of measure up a machine here for you. I don't know the dimensions off the top of my head, but I can give you the dimensions of that here in just 1 second.
No, but it happens often. You got one of those little reds next to it, make a little plastic thing up. This is that. Oh God. Oh, I got noise. No way. Honestly, we should have a conversation with Mike.
Oh. I'm gonna test this quick, make sure they're working. Looks like everything's working good. There it is working.
I do appreciate it. They have Mario's original voice actor.
Oh, that is England.
Yeah. It's neat that, the same voice actor. That's the bill that's familiar with too.
Let's make sure that these are all right.
Whoa! That's literally, and that's hilarious to watch.
All right. So yeah, last thing before I get going, you guys, and the stream, I'll measure this up quick for Dylan here, so we kind of get an idea. Yeah, I'll get you the measurements here, bud, in 1 second. So this is going to be a measurement with an active marquee. I believe a non-active marquee should be the same height. But I can measure one up too, make sure they're the same height or not. So with the panel on, but again, for everybody, that this box and panel, typically you will have to take off to get into your home for most people. And that's pretty simple. I have a tutorial on how to do that on the YouTube channel. So just to kind of give you an idea, because I'll just measure the machine size, because the panel, I believe the panel is, like 48 inches. So the panel is 48 inches wide, but the machine itself is about 46 and a quarter. So a 46 and a quarter is the width. The height with the wheels is 77 and a quarter. is the height and the width. That's the longest point here on the bottom. You're looking at 28 and a half. So 28 and a half. And that's just the machine, like I said. So if you take this off, it will fit in a typical doorway, a 32-inch doorway. You're gonna get another, obviously, like the box and the panel. If I kind of eyeball this, then you're probably looking at another like 12 inches sticking out. So if we're at like what, 28 and a half. So yeah, you're probably looking at 38 with the box on and everything. But like I said, you guys, the box and all that can come off to get easier into your house. It's just USB connectors. If you have lighted panel RGB, there will be that as well that you'll have to disconnect. That should be all labeled for you guys. So when you get it to your home, it's easy to take apart and put back together for everyone. So this will be the last thing I do on the stream, Dylan. Hopefully that helped you with the measurements. Hopefully you could hear me and got those measurements. But all right, guys, I'm going to end it here. You guys have a good rest of the afternoon. See you next week.
I know why you're so like anal. Good to have to put